Hey everyone, it's Timid Falconite. I am back with another episode of Emblem Engageless Maddening Mode, and today we're gonna be going through the Somniel, and taking care of a lot of shit here. Okay, and there's just a lot of stuff to do here, honestly. Especially considering that um, I have I have Leaf and a cigarette back. So what that means is I can get more Dire Thunder if I want. It opens up a couple more options for well, I'm just gonna be going Bond Ring farming here again in a bit. But before all of that, I'm gonna go and take a look at everything that's on the list here. So it looks like, well, let's start with what's new in the boutique, because I'm not sure if it's because I didn't check it for a while. But I think it's just okay. So yeah, there's this swimwear. I like how it always says two versions, and even though it's like it's like always gonna be male and female. Sohm. I'm assuming this Sohm stuff. Well, I don't know. It might be because it's newish. I don't know.
Be well.
None of that stuff really matters though. So next, we're gonna take a look at what's new in the item shop in the armory. I'm assuming we get some more stock of staves. Yeah, looks like. So there's a Fortify in stock even. So Fortify has 7 power. That's actually it's actually not very good. But Fram might be able to do something with that because she does have the extra healing. So it's gonna be like a 7. It's gonna be like 10 or so healing with just 1 Fortify use, which isn't bad, I guess. It's just I don't know if you ever really need a Fortify, and it costs 5,000 for 5 uses. Like, whenever you're ever gonna use that. I think there's an extra Warp and Rescue staff, which is nice. Obstructs are infinite now, it looks like, and fractures. Looks like there's a couple more fractures, which I rarely use fracture, but I feel like fracture is something that you could end up using pretty easily. It's gotta have some niche, but I don't know if it actually matters. More antitoxins, more elixirs, more pure waters. And the seals are infinite now, actually, which I was another thing I was expecting, kind of. And then in the armory, let's see what we have here. So, more silver swords, an extra 11 sword, and Rudo and Wormslayer. Wormslayer is like, it's the most useless fucking item in this game because there's nothing that's affected that. Well, I guess in the paralogs there are a couple of dragons, but most of the, and I guess for Wyrens maybe. So I don't know. But there's a flame lance in stock, a couple of spears, I guess. Steel great lance. I'm not sure if the steel blade, steel great lance were in stock before. But lots of silver weapons, extra hurricane axe, radiant bow. A Boldenon's in stock actually. Not that there's anyone who can really use it. Elfunder and Elwens. I might get a decent Elfunder for Hortensia, although I'm probably just gonna give her another Olwen ring once I get it. Flashing Fist art as well, even though I don't think... Like, don't get me wrong, Flashing Fist is fine. It's just, there's no one who's really going to be able to use it. Because it gives 5 speed, not 5 damage. To be honest, it could be okay on Fram maybe, because she doesn't have the highest speed in the world. So that puts our speed up to 20, actually. That's not bad. Because it might make it so that she doesn't get double, and then at that point the +5 damage would be worth it. At least a little bit. Other than that, there's not much in the shop. Okay. Tower of Trials doesn't matter, Ancient Well, and Wyvern Ride. So there's another level of Wyvern Ride that I'm going to show off, I guess. And obviously there's more stuff in the well. Let's see what we got. I may as well show it off while we're here. An Elfire and a Hand Axe. And then a couple SP books. Like, that's not bad, I guess. Cannot load because download content. Thank you. Let's see here. Steel Sword. Well, I don't need that many Steel Swords. Steel. Honestly, I need all those steel for silver axes. So Iron Axe maybe? Steel Sword Lance Axe? That's not bad for a level 3. I think I'll take that. And then I'll get something nice next chapter. And then for Wyvern Ride, we got Rosie here.
Yeah.
Looking to try a new course.
So yeah, we got hard difficulty of Wyvern Ride now. Which I kind of wish it gave gyroscope with the Pro Controller. Because, like, I can't really record in handheld mode, so... Thank you, Somniel. Now wait, hold on. Snipe that. Snipe that. Snipe that. Snipe that. Okay, that's the first section done. I think that's everything of that section. I think that's optimal. With Sami's help, of course. Nope. Oh. Okay, this is where it gets a bit weirder. Nope. Nope. Okay, fuck that up a little bit, but whatever. There's that. Oh. Messed that up. Got that. Got that. Got that. It's an extra 50 if you get the blue on it, so ideally that's what you do, but oh. Okay. Yeah, and then obviously you're supposed to get a yellow at the end there to get this big square. But my yellow, I got a little bit too early there, I think. Anyways. So that's Wyvern Ride. It's whatever. It's a hard difficulty. I didn't even check, but it's... You almost always get super. And 200 bond fragments isn't actually the end of, isn't that bad for farming, so you know. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and just time lapse after this point and just do everything else off screen. So I will see you in a little bit.
put you in a trance. Let's party. Boogie in your body. Want that body, want that body. Make sure you don't hurt nobody. I say, hey, 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 feeling the fire with a burning desire. Yeah, get up off of that thing. Dance and shake and let's swing. Come on, girl, let me rock the world. So dance while I put you in a trance. Let's party. Boogie in your body. Want that body, want that body. Make sure you don't hurt nobody. I say, hey, 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 feeling the fire with a burning desire. Yeah, get up off of that thing. Dance and shake and let's swing. Come on, girl, let me rock the world.
Alright, so I did spend like 2 hours Bond Ring farming. Well, more than 4 hours even, maybe. God, it took so fucking long. But I did manage to get 2 more Olwen rings. So that'll end up being worth it, I guess. That should be all that I really need for the rest of the game. In addition to the... Did I get 3? Yeah, I got 3 quad rings as well. Wind God is an interesting little niche thing because it makes a lot of... Well, it makes Warrior way better. Because you got 4 range now. It actually lets you do a little bit of chip damage against dragons reliably if you ever need. So you can zone out a lot more stuff with Wind God than you would be able to normally. Let's see, what else did I get? I got most of the skills available actually, I think. So Paraceline on Dimitri. I mean, Dimitri's got 2 strength, 2 health, and 1 skill. But like, so I mean, the skill isn't that good, but the health and strength are pretty good. And then Paraceline works sort of like Fading Blow, if you know that combat art from Three Houses. It looks like so. But I feel like that's decently helpful. I don't know if there's gonna be utility. I'm gonna end up using it or not. So then I also got Ryoma. Ryoma is honestly, Bushido is a pretty good skill. It's just, well, I mean, especially considering that for a lot of these enemies, we're gonna be dealing with, at least for the next couple of chapters, we're gonna be decently low level. So I mean, that'll be pretty good because it'll give us a bit of a crit boost on some enemies. Crom is decent because, at least for the royals, because well, I mean, the royals are the only ones that really get a skill with a trigger rate. So Crom's obviously decent for them because he gives them an extra 5% trigger rate. I guess he could give it to Anna too, but I don't really think I need money that badly. Oh, I also got Lissa. Lissa's nice because Heal Touch gives you an extra 5 health whenever you heal. Which, I mean, it doesn't seem like all that much. But when you start, like, looking through how much healing actually does, like, that's an extra Staff Mastery too, basically. Which is pretty good. So if I have that on Bram, she does like an extra 10 in healing with heal. Where's the heal staff? There's gonna be a heal staff around here somewhere, right? Yep, okay. So 16. I think it's half magic added on, so that'll be like 20 heal from the heal staff with the ram right now, which is pretty good. It's basically an extra bit of mend, right? So that'll be good. Let's see, what else did I find? Got a couple of extra S rank rings like Cordy and Owain, just so that I have more options. I don't know how many of these I'm actually gonna end up using, but Titania. But it's pretty good. Also, like I got freaking Visoran ring of all things. It's such a crappy ring. It's like Dire Thunder, but for wind, and it's a skill percent chance instead of guaranteed. So the reason why Dire Thunder is so good is because Thunder is free range, so you can use it to actually outrange basically everything in the game. Wind has like 2 might. Yeah, and the other thing is like Thunder has some decent might as well. Wind has like 2 might. Look, I don't know what they were thinking with Wind Like, at least let it proc with Elwind. Like, what the fuck? That being said, I think you might be able to quad with wind adept for like, so you'll be able to hit the enemy for 0 damage 4 times, I guess, if you get lucky on the skill procs. God, it's such a use. I spent way too many bond fragments on that stupid thing. But whatever. Sure Strike. You have a skill percent chance to make sure you always hit, which, I mean, it's not bad. It's like another extra added on bonus. If you have high skill, you're probably going to hit anyways, though, so I don't know how much it's going to end up mattering. And then Marissa here has lethality, which basically gives you a 30% chance of, if you crit, you just insta-kill. Which, okay, so honestly, this actually might be decently useful against, like, dragons, if I put this on Panette. But I think that's basically the only time that I think that'll come into handy. Because usually whenever Panette crits, she kills anyways. So, yeah, I guess... Like, honestly, most of the Bond Ring skills aren't very good. But whatever. Like, Giga Excalibur isn't bad, but... You know, the problem with it is that, like, Cordy can't use it, so... There's no real point. Also, I have a Jafar Ring. Did I get anything? Oh, I got the Orson Ring as well. It's like the Orson Ring does have a bit of a niche because it's an extra 2 build and 1 speed, so that's effectively plus 3 speed sometimes, which I think that could possibly matter. So Orson's like, I feel like this is one of the better rings that I got from the pool. Obviously got 2 extra Olwens rings, that should be all I need for the rest of the game, but we'll see. Got him a Rita ring, I guess. For an extra speed. Deirdre is actually pretty good. So with Deirdre, the unit's going to recover 5 health per turn. So that'll be good on Fram or Seedall, because that'll let them chain guard and then recover the health so that they don't have to heal it next turn, so they can just keep on chain guarding. And I got the Ernest ring, I guess. I think that's everything from the Bond Ring pulls. So now I still have an extra 8k bond fragments to work with here. And you know what, I'm gonna go to the arena first, because that way I'll be able to actually level up bond levels so that I can get the skills I want. There's only a couple things that I can really afford right now. Well, I mean, when I say a couple things. So we go to inherit skills. So Allier, I want to get Canto on her for her second skill at some point. So that'll be eventually. That'll be I might have to do a couple paralogs with her and actually try to grind out SP with her for a little bit, but she'll get Canto in a little bit. Marin, I believe I just want Canto on, because Canto looks such a good ability. I could maybe get Speed Taker on her, but she's like so fast that I don't think it'll really matter. Like the one thing that could maybe make it matter would be Alacrity, but she's never gonna get 3,000, so it's kind of a moot point. Gentility is crap. Lunar Brace is very niche, and I don't think I'm going to end up giving it to anyone because it's too expensive. Do I want Wrath on Marin? Not really. Dual assist is not going to be useful. Draconic Hex could be nice on Marin, actually, now that I think about it. But would it be better than Chanso, though? I don't think so. It's Draconic Hex, though. Draconic Hex is really fucking good. She hits everything anyways. You know what? I think I might wait on Chanso for Marin, actually. Pat doesn't have enough money, and doesn't have enough money. Anna's almost at enough for regular advantage, though, which I want to get for her. Ivy, I'm just gonna go ahead and give her Chanso. Like, let's do that right now, actually, because Ivy, it is actually super important for Ivy to get Chanso. Both offensively and defensively. It'll let her move around so much easier.
Prepare yourself.
And for a unit like Ivy, who generally wants to be player phase focused, having Chanso is going to be super important on her. So I'm getting that right away.
I regret that we could not save your father. The pain of a grieving child is... I know it well.
You need not
Okay,
concern
Sigurd.
yourself. I am the crown princess of Elusia. I know my
Yeah,
duty.
Ivy's grown up. Like, I don't know why it matters for you, Sigurd. And like, you didn't really have to deal with it yourself, Sigurd, because barbecue. But anyways, so Chanso on Ivy. The next thing I want is Divine Post Plus, possibly, on her, because that's relatively cheap. Even though hit plus 15 is like here's the thing with Sigurd, like giving Ivy extra hit would probably guarantee a good amount of extra Dire Thunder. Possibly. I just put hit on her in my hard mode playthrough, but I'm not sure if the avoid how much the avoid is going to scale here. And I think Divine Pulse Plus on her is actually going to be relatively cheap, and it'll basically be an extra 60% chance to turn a miss into a hit, which will be good for status stabs especially. I think is what I want it for mainly, but that's for later. Let's see, Chloe. I mean, I think I just give her. I think I just give her Chanso, because I don't think she's gonna be able to get that much else. Maybe Alacrity, but like 9 AS is so fucking high though, and I don't think there's ever gonna be an occasion in which I need the desperation. Let me double check everyone else's skills though. I've got Sanus Forest up in a browser, so okay, so I could just save it for extra stats maybe, but I don't think Chloe will need that. I think Kanto. Yeah, I think Kanto's really the only thing that'll matter here, really. Yeah, I think Kanto's the only thing that she can afford that'll be pretty good. I guess Vantage could be okay, but I don't think Chloe is gonna be an enemy phase unit and ever. She sort of just wants to double, and she isn't gonna do enough damage on the first hit anyways for that to matter. Resolve, possibly? Resolve could be okay. But again, I don't think Chloe's really that tanky. Hortensia, I'm not gonna waste our money right now. She got CI Spence's money, right? Yeah. Oh, Seedall I want to get cancel on for sure, though. I'm gonna spend that right away, actually. I'm probably also gonna get it on Boone.
I am Sigurd of House Chalfie.
Although, to be honest, Resolve wouldn't be bad on today. Her reactive defensiveness. Because for Boone, it might actually matter. I'm just gonna skip to the end of that. Because, like, it's Cito. What's he gonna do to Sigurd?
I understand you guarded an emblem ring for us. I thank you for looking after my friends.
Okay.
This praise will go to my head if you're not careful. But truly, I am glad I could do my part.
Okay. These convos are just the worst, honestly. It's 2 sentences. Why are they a thing? Why are they a thing? Where is Chloe? So Chloe, she's actually 11-19, so Resolve would put her up to 16-24, which actually isn't that bad, honestly. Especially like res-wise. That's more res than Ivy has. Ivy also is like way fucking tankier than Chloe actually right now. I think I want Kanto on Chloe just for the staff utility, I think, more than anything else. Really.
This should be a picturesque match.
I am Sigurd. Prepare yourself.
Okay, she almost one-rounds him.
How vexing.
I always do my best. Now and in the matches to come. I'm so excited to fight alongside you, Sir Sigurd. You're
For
like
fuck's
a knight
sake,
right out
Chloe.
of a fairy tale.
I can't take you anywhere.
Only a man who
I
fights
can't
for the
take
people.
you anywhere. You
Something
have
we
to
both
bring up
believe
your
in.
stupid fairy Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ, Chloe. It's literally every other sentence that comes out of her goddamn mouth. Holy shit. Anyway, she's got Kanto now. Seedall has Kanto now. Okay. So Boone. Honestly, Resolve would be really fucking nice on him. He's got 1377. Now you're making me decide, game. Ember, I'm not using Fogado. I'm not really using. Although Fogado, the thing about Fogado is I definitely want cancel on him if I'm using him. So, I mean, if I end up fielding him, he's gonna have cancel next time you see him, maybe. I mean, no one else really has any money to spend. Okay, Boone is the question, though. Boone is a big question. Because I do think that Resolve would be, like, phenomenal on him. And he has enough for Resolve plus Repo. Which would also be, it would be super good utility-wise for him. But Kanto. That's the dilemma I have with Dune here. Oh, that's actually a very, very big question here. Because, like, his tankiness isn't the best right now. I'm sort of sad to say. Honestly, I should probably... I'm half thinking I just want to give Gold Mary... Well, Dual System's been nice. Honestly. But I'm half thinking I just want to give Gold Mary Resolve as well, because Resolve is such a good skill. It's an extra. It's basically you take 5 less damage after you take like 1 hit total. So, like, it's really fucking good. But is it better than Cancel, though, is the question. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll figure out what I want by the next chapter. I'm not sure if I'm doing paralogs or if I'm moving on to the next story chapter next yet. So but that brings us to another question here, actually. Which is, we're about to be heading into Illusia for a couple of chapters. And there are and I only have 10,000 gold. So there's 2 things that I can be doing with that money. Either I spend it on doubling my resource extraction, which honestly is mainly just forged materials plus bond fragments. What that would mean... I think it's just the next 3 chapters are in Illusia. But it would basically mean I wouldn't have any money for the next 3 chapters, but after that point, I'd have a good amount of forged materials and I'd be able to do whatever I want for the last phase of the game, basically. Or I just spend the money now. That being said, if I do need money, there are paralogs available for me to grind out, well, mainly money in. So I'm thinking I probably just get that first level of donation at least.
I'll be here.
Because it's cheap and I can afford it. And they'll give me an extra little bit of stuff. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and commit to that now, actually. So, yeah, it gives you a physics def and some bond fragments. Like, really fucking worth it, you know? For 5,000 gold. But the forged materials are going to be worth it, I think, just by itself. So that'll be really nice. For foraging, though, I do have a little bit of stuff I can do here. The question is, how much am I going to be able to spend money-wise, right? So, Thunder plus 3 would be good. Thunder plus 4 would also be really good, but I think it's a bit too expensive right now. I think I'm just gonna get this one. And this way I have 2 good Dire Thunder Tomes. 10, 11. So that's pretty good. Kind of want to get a Hordia buff there, but whatever. Forging the Bolganone is going to be pretty expensive, right? Yeah. That being said, it is just straight might at this point. So I think it's pretty good, actually. For increasing Ivy's damage output if I need to. Another steel dagger plus 4 is going to cost a lot of iron. Not right now. Maybe after this next arc, I can think about that. And then everything else, I don't think I really need right now to worry about. So I'm going to save a little bit of money for stabs and, I guess, tonics maybe. But yeah, I think that's about it for today's episode of Event Support. So let's head over to the support hill and take care of those while I'm. Starting with the B support between Alair and Anna.
Hello, Lady Anna. Did you ever get a good idea for something to sell?
No, the idea wells run dry.
Oh, are you crying?
No,
Yeah.
but I am feeling a little down. You know, I tell everyone I'm not just a kid. Stuff like this reminds me that I am. I'm a kid, and that's all there is to it. That's why I can't think of a single new product for Sweetheart's Day.
I'm sorry, Lady Anna. Though I think I know how I can help.
Huh?
I have a new pitch for something you can sell. I've been thinking about it for a while, actually. Here it is. Handcrafted necklaces.
Necklaces again? We've been over this.
I know you mentioned that they're a pretty common Sweetheart's Day gift, but handcrafted ones would each have a unique feel to them. That's what you're after, isn't it?
Aren't they?
I seem to remember glass blowing being a popular handicraft where you're from.
Aren't
String to that, and you've got a necklace. Was it that bad of an idea?
Aren't like all necklaces handcrafted in this era?
Sell. Oh,
Like-
thanks a bunch, Divine One. You
I didn't realize there were
fine.
factories in
Glad
fucking.
I could help, Lady Anna.
I didn't realize there were factories in this world, but I guess there were. Like, I didn't realize mass production was a thing. But hey, I mean, maybe Lapis has figured it out with like wigs and stuff. You know, because that makes sense. Anyways, let's take a look at
That
that
was
support.
incredible.
Yes. Learn to strike with that much force, and you are sure to trounce all comers.
All
In truth,
Coomers, yes.
I was rather surprised when you asked me for lessons in brawling. I take it you wish to give someone a forceful talking to? A debtor, perhaps?
Debtor?
What?
What?
No, nothing like that. I
You
figured
think-
that I could lose my weapon when I'm in battle. Or
You
if
think
damaged,
Allier
or
is in
not.
debt
Just in
for
case,
that?
It's best I learn how to hold my own in physical combat.
What?
I see. That is quite shrewd, Divine One. Very well. I shall instruct you in the ancient art of the fisticuffs.
Wait. Is that because is Tamara in debt?
How to hold
Is
and
that why
hold
that's where your
the
mind
spear,
immediately
how to
goes for
repel
that?
foes with a mere scowl. There is much I can teach you.
I see. Well, I'm ready to learn.
Good. I will
Debtor.
make you into the most fearsome of scrappers. Let us begin.
You know, you'd think that Panette would be proficient in arts, considering that she has brawling as like one of her character traits, but she literally doesn't have that proficiency. It's in knives of all things instead. Like maybe they messed it up.
Divine
Maybe
One,
they
have you
just
seen
messed
my
it up.
latest drawing?
Oh, I have. An old well deep in a forest. A single sunbeam illuminating a lone flower in bloom. You conveyed a perfect balance of warmth and isolation, light and dark. just breathtaking.
Exactly. You saw all that right away, didn't you? You would not believe how much time I spent hiking in the woods to find that view. But to hear your
In the
experience,
woods? To
know
find
you
a well?
understand, makes it all worth it.
Finding beautiful things, then sharing them with friends who would never see them otherwise? You found a lovely hobby, Rosado. I can't wait for your next piece.
Aw, sweet of you to say. But if you're expecting more, I need to raise the stakes. Hey, maybe you could help me. There's a spot I want to get to, but it's a tough hike. It would definitely help to have a buddy.
Don't you have a dragon out to dragon Rosado?
Oh, great. Thanks so much.
This little sus there, Rosado. A little bit sus. I feel like you're like every one of my other fucking creepy allies at this point. But we'll see. We'll see where that goes.
Divine One, watch out! There's a wolf!
Oh no, a wolf.
Where?
Mr. Wolf, please go away. Leave the Divine Dragon alone. I beg you. It isn't listening to me. No choice. I'll have to get serious.
You'll have to kill the wolf.
That pose. Is he about to bow an apology like the incident at the border?
Mr. Wolf, I'm so sorry. I'm sure that my apologies will enrage you further, to the point you might devour me. And if I wind up in your stomach, my allies may waste days looking for me. But I must persist.
Allier is right here, Alchrist. What do you mean waste days looking for you? Allier don't know what happened to you, fucking moron.
Though I have no
What?
request, I ask you to go home.
What?
The wolf is actually turning away. Incredible.
I think it's just fucking embarrassed about this fucking
There it goes.
moron. What the
Thank
hell?
goodness you're all right, Divine One.
Thank
Alchrist, you
Alchrist.
could have fucking...
I'm glad you're okay too.
You could have just shot the wolf,
Nothing of
Alchrist.
it. Your life is worth far more than mine.
You could have just shot the wolf, Alchrist. What are you...
No. My life.
Ah!
Everyone's lives. None of us are above anyone
Come
else.
on, what is this
You're
support?
right, Divine One.
What the fuck?
Looks like I've fallen short yet again. The Divine Dragon's radiance should lighten my mood, but I've managed to darken it instead. I sincerely apologize. I should leave.
You should leave, Alchrist, honestly. Alchrist,
Wait!
I'm regretting considering taking you off the bench for Luna. I'm regretting that severely right now. I'm regretting fucking promoting you. Jesus Christ. Okay. Once he gets to level 5, he might be okay. But I don't know. We'll see about that. Anyways, Marion Panette's B. We're gonna hear some more crappy singing,
Hey.
maybe.
What's the scuttlebutt?
The what?
You know, our singing practice the other day. Were there any complaints?
Ah, no reason to fret. I have heard nary an ill word.
Phew.
Well,
I
you
was
didn't
worried
really
about
sing
that.
last time, were
Wait.
you?
No. This is all wrong.
What do you mean?
Singing quietly so nobody calls us names? Surely we can aim higher than that. There's no escaping it. We have to get better at singing.
Yes.
Yes, quite right.
That's
You
the
hide
correct
your voices in
attitude.
shame. We sully the good name.
We sully the good
The
name
boss heard
Tamara.
this. She would weep with
What?
embarrassment.
No. No. I couldn't live with
What?
myself if I made the princess cry.
Nor I. The question is, how to improve?
Maybe we should ask the princess for advice.
You think so?
I think
This
that's a
time, we get
fantastic
serious
idea.
Feedback. None of that unique wolf dung.
A grand idea. By all means, let us press for the full, unvarnished truth.
It's why are you asking Tamara though? She's fucking tone deaf. What? What? Anyways, Panette IVC.
Did you need something from me, Panette?
Oh, no. Why do you ask?
You have been staring at me for some time.
It's
God, just
for a princess
fucking
who seems
Nor.
so,
So fucking.
how to put this? Composed.
Literally every fucking person in this army
Seems like
is
a
a
rather
fucking
ordinary
weirdo.
level of composure to me.
Really? But you're not bursting into song or dancing to and fro.
Correct. I do not do those things.
Nor are you running around like a mad wolf or cramming prime rib down your gullet. You are simply standing around. It was so odd, I could not help but stare.
Perhaps you are merely unaccustomed to the standard and expected conduct of royalty.
Perhaps you are
I
just
offended
a
you,
mere
haven't I?
savage
My
for that.
deepest apologies.
No, no need for that. I should not be looking for offense in others' customs. It's rather nice to speak with you, actually. My own retainers lack a certain femininity.
Really? I enjoy your company as well.
Good. Then, if it's all right with you, I'd like it very much if we became friends.
Of course, Your Highness. It would be my honor.
Okay. Well, that's at least going somewhere. I guess. I'd be straight up calling Soma backwater savage country, bro. Like, damn. No chill.
Thanks a bunch, Lady Anna. Thanks for what? I sent my parents the gift I bought from you, and they wrote back with a thank you letter.
Another happy customer.
You did pick a great gift, it's true. Yep, they loved it. Just like you guaranteed they would. It's my business to satisfy my customers. I hope that means you'll shop with me again. Sure will. Oh, and look at this part of the letter from my mom. Let's see here. The statuette was lovely. Be sure to thank your friend Lady Anna for us. We'd love to host her too if you ever have a chance to visit home.
Aww.
Tell her I'll treat her to one of my famous home-cooked meals if she comes along. My mom's not kidding about her cooking being famous, so you should definitely come visit. Did I say something wrong? I would have sent my family a letter too. Aw, Lady Anna, I forgot that you're on your own right now, away from your family. I'm sorry I made you think about sad stuff, but it's okay. You've got us. Well, thanks, Fram. I really appreciate that.
Aww.
Tell your mom thanks for me too. And tell her I'd be happy to come over sometime. Will do. Okay, enough moping around. Nobody buys from a depressed merchant. Got a smile to sell.
Why are all of Anna's supports really good? Alright, Hortensia and Rosado. Let's see. I don't think I've seen this one, actually.
Picture perfect, Hortensia.
Huh? What did you say?
Look, I drew your picture. I can draw real fast. It's my not-so-hidden talent.
Rosado, why are you explaining this to Hortensia? Aren't you supposed to be friends? What do you
See,
mean?
It's practically a mirror. And look how beautiful you are.
Seriously? I'm staring off into the distance. I look boring.
Yeah, draw
Do it
better,
again.
Rosado,
I'll
you
pose for it
dumbass.
properly this time.
I like this one, though.
Are you joking? It's awful. The expression doesn't express me at all. Here, this is my good side.
This is my good side.
Nah, your first expression's better.
This is an order from your princess.
That's
Fine,
right.
Fine.
That's
Make
right.
the face again. Done. Is this what you wanted?
Perfect. Be sure to throw that other one away.
Oh, it had a Snapchat filter on it while you're
You
at it.
can't let future generations think I was some boring girl always staring off at nothing.
That's
There's
right.
nothing boring about you.
Huh, I wonder what that means. Anyways. I feel like that could be an interesting support, though. Because I haven't seen it, because I haven't used Rosado really, but since he's got Draconic X, I'm probably going to keep him around, so...
Gold Mary, I I heard a rumor that some gentlemen callers were asking after you in town.
Oh.
I'm sorry that you didn't hear it from me, but it happens too often for me to tell you every time.
Oh, I'm not mad. So, what did you do? What did you tell him?
I declined as politely as I could.
That makes sense. I guess you're pretty used to this kind of thing, huh? I mean, this has been happening to you for a while, right?
I'm afraid so. I seem to attract that sort of attention wherever I go.
Can't
I'm
imagine
sorry if
why.
my natural charisma is in any way an inconvenience
My
to you.
natural
No,
charisma.
that's not what I mean. That kind of stuff just doesn't happen to me, is all.
It will when you're older.
What, like I'm a little kid or something?
Of course not.
It will when you're older.
I should
Holy
look on the
shit.
bright side. You set the standard of charming. I only expect the best from my retainers. I'm proud
God
to see it
damn,
so.
Goldberry.
Speaking of excellence, maybe you can teach me some of your skills. Cooking, for instance.
It would be my pleasure.
Morty, if you're looking for male attention, cooking isn't for a reason. Why? Okay. Do we have her ages though? I love how her hobbies is literally just divine dragon dealing. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. How much more of a creep could you be? Holy shit. Alright, let's see Rosado and Goldberry's support.
Hey, Goldberry, could you teach me how to cook?
I could, but why the sudden interest?
I've been thinking.
Of
When
course
it comes
you
to
have.
cuteness, I'm obviously miles ahead of you.
Excuse me.
But you're still better than me at a lot of things. And cooking is one of your
Okay.
talents. So I figure, if I really want to compete with you, I should learn. How hard could it be?
Sorry, but I'm still not past the part where you said you're miles ahead of me in cuteness.
Really? Well, we can come back to that another day. The important thing is I want to learn to cook, and I want you to teach me. What do you say?
Not the most flattering way to ask for
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, what are you?
Since we're friends. All right,
Rosado, come on.
Yes! Thanks, Goldberry! Soon I'll be adorable and multi-talented.
I suppose we'll see.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ, Rosado. Why? Why would you ask it like that? Why? Anyways, let's. I think I remember B support not being as good as a C.
You
but...
Illusian weirdo.
You Illusian
We gotta
weirdo.
talk.
I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. Who are we talking about?
You heard me just fine. What possessed you to spend 3 hours before battle polishing silverware?
I don't see how that's any of your business. But since we're asking questions, indulge me. What's the point of your excessive exercise?
What kind of question is that? We're at war. Silverware doesn't keep you alive in battle. Muscle does.
I'm
Bruh.
sorry, what?
Do you think your perfectly folded clothes are going to help you put a dent in the corrupted?
Excuse me, what? What?
Quit it with the whats!
Are you actually implying that I'm not in condition to survive a battle? If that's what you think, I'm going to have to ask you to get out of my face.
What did you say?
Fight,
You are
fight,
looking
fight,
at the very
fight.
picture of elegance and grace. My condition defines pristine. I'm sorry if all your pointless sweating has drained away your aesthetic taste.
Aesthetic taste.
What's wrong with you?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Bruh. You know, Atier, I mean... Look at those stats. And look at those... Goldberry has a higher fucking strength than Etier even. Holy shit. Yeah, like... What is the point of all that excess wanting when Goldberry is just fucking better than you, Etienne? Holy shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Like, faster, stronger, tankier, more assets. More SP, even though I spent 1,000 of it. Alright. On that note, that's it for all of the Somniel stuff after chapter 17. Next time we are going to be going... Well, I'm not sure yet. I might be tackling chapter 18. Oh god, it's Tommy. I gotta get out of here. But I might be taking on chapter 18. I might be doing the Ike prologue next. I'm not exactly sure yet. But if you enjoyed, go ahead and like and subscribe and all the other usual nonsense. And I will see you in the next one. So, yeah.